Hello everyone, welcome to Kasyanno EZMath. Today's video is about solving another exponential equation. 55 raised to the square root of a equals 88 raised to a squared. And we're solving for the value of a. And before we start, for those new to my channel, please like and subscribe for more videos. I would appreciate it. And now let's start solving the exponential equation. 55 raised to the square root of a equals 88 raised to a squared. And now in this exponential equation, we'll be using the laws of logarithm, common logarithm. So now let's focus on the right side of the equation. That's 88 raised to a squared, and since we're using the laws of logarithm, we'll be expressing this 88 base 88 in terms of base 55, and one of the laws of a common logarithm here is we're raising an a raised to the logarithm of b to the base, the same base a, equals b. So we'll be using that, and we're substituting value of a as 55, base 55. So this equation now is 55 raised to square root of a equals 55 raised to logarithm of 88 raised to a squared to the base 55. Raising the logarithm of base 55 to the same base will cancel that the base, raising to the logarithm of the same base. So it will turn out that's 88a squared, and that is b over here, represented by b. That is 88a squared. The right side of the equation, let's focus on this exponent a squared right here. We'll be moving that to the front, and we'll be using another rule of logarithm. That is logarithm of b to the base a raised to x. It will be this x, the exponent x will become the coefficient. That is now x is equals to logarithm of b to the base a. So we will do that on here. So this is now 55 raised to the square root of a equals 55 raised to a squared times logarithm of 88 to the base 55. And if you notice, both sides of the equations have the same base. So from the another rule, exponent rule, that's a raised to b equals a raised to c is equal to b equals c. Since you have both the same base, so we're equating the exponent. So that is now the square root of a equals a squared times the logarithm of 88 to base 55. And now from here, to undo the square root on the left side of the equation, the square root of a, we're squaring it, left side and right side. Since the square root sign is a representation of exponent 1/2. And if we square that, let's say that one right there, it will become just a. And so we'll be doing this on here. So we'll be raising the exponent to both sides of the equation. So now left side becomes a, and then equal to, so a squared and is squaring it, so that's 2 times 2, that's 4, times logarithm of 88 to base 55 is square. And arranging the terms of the equation, that is now a to the 4th power times logarithm of 88 to base 55 squared minus a equals 0. And from here, factoring out, a will become a times the quantity a cubed times logarithm of 88 base 55 is squared minus 1 equals 0. We're equating now the factor of a equating to 0, and this one right here equals to 0. So that is now a equals 0, and the other side is a cubed times the quantity logarithm of 88 base 55 squared minus 1 equals 0. And simplifying this equation, this is now a cubed times the quantity log of 88 base 55 is squared is equal to 1. Simplifying the equation further, dividing by the value of this log right here, log square, that is logarithm 88 base 55 square divided by log of 88 to base 55 square. So this comes up, this cancels. Now we have a cubed equals 1 divided by log of 88 base 55 squared. And simplifying the equation further, if you notice the left side of the equation got exponent 3. So to get rid of that exponent 3 right there, we have to raise into a power reciprocal to 3. So that is 1/3. So we're raising the whole equation by 1/3. That way, or we can separate it the same thing over here, 1/3. So this is now, we're using the power rule, the exponent rule, that is a raised to m raising to n equals a times raised to m times n, as I say. The left side of the equation, that means we're multiplying 3 times 1/3, so that will become a. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, so that's a, and equals 1 raised to the 1/3 divided by logarithm of 88 to base 55 is squared raised to 1/3. A is now 1 raised to the 1/3 is 1 divided by the logarithm of 88 base 55 raised to second power multiplying to 1/3 power raising to 1/3. And once again, we're using this exponent rule right there. A raised to m raised to n. We ended up multiplying the exponent. So this is now 1 divided by logarithm of 88 base 55 raised to the 2/3. And now we focus our attention to the denominator of the fractional part of the right side of the equation. This can be converted, transformed to base 10 instead of base 55, since we don't have base 55 in our calculator for the sake of computation. So leads to that. That is the transformation logarithm of a to the base b equals logarithm of a logarithm divided by logarithm of b. And this now transformed to base 10. The value of a now is equals 1 divided by log of 88 divided by log of 55 raised to the 2/3. From here, we're transforming the equation. We're putting the denominator to the numerator. So we'll be using another exponent rule. From 1 divided by a raised to m, it will be equal to a raised to negative m. So we're putting the denominator to the numerator. Alright, so that will become logarithm of 88 divided by logarithm of 55 raised to the negative 2/3. And from here, since the exponent is negative, we'll be using another exponent rule. That is a divided by b raised to negative m is equal to b divided by a raised to positive m. So that means your exponent from negative, you flip the position of the numerator and the denominator, get the reciprocal, and then the exponent will become positive from negative to positive. So let's do that on this. So this becomes now log of 55 divided by log of 88 raised to the positive 2/3. That can be expressed the same way as logarithm of 55 divided by logarithm of 88, the cube root and squared. That's the value of a. And the other value that we found earlier, that is from there, a is 0, that's a equals to 0. So that's the value of a. These two are the same but just written differently, expressed in radical form. And so that's all for now. And for those new to my channel, please like and subscribe for more videos. I will see you in the next videos. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.